Connor's Crazy Countdown, Connor's Crazy Countdown. This is Connor's Crazy Countdown. Wait, now instead of natural light, you get that horrible yellowy light, whatever else. Right, it's been a while since I've made a Connor's Crazy Countdown. I've recorded quite a few, but not uploaded them because, good God, they're awful. But this, this Connor's Crazy Countdown has more significance, I feel. Now, I mean, if you've been a fan of my channel, or if you've watched for a while, or if you've even just started, you'll be well aware I make songs. I make songs every month. I make a new song every month. However, circumstances might be slightly changing, where it's going to become a lot harder to make a song each month. I will still try my best, but I don't know for certain if there will be a song every month. I don't have a clue. But anyways, I decided, because of that circumstance, I would make a tier list of the songs I've made of this year. Now, I've obviously made tier lists before of like all my songs, or my top 100 songs, or whatever it was, but I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to go back to the ones from like last year and put them in a list. Maybe I will. I doubt it though, because I mean, Diabetes is one of the songs I'm most proud of, my Diabetes Type 1. But that's obviously not this year. I would say there are some songs this year that definitely are really quite good, in my opinion, obviously. I put a lot of effort into a lot of songs this year. There's a couple that definitely have different stories behind them and whatever else. What else is there to say? There was a lot of songs that definitely took it out of me, like really, really made me upset. Like, I was throwing all my emotion into them. And I mean, there's just a lot of different circumstances behind these songs. But I guess with that, we shall begin. Now, why? Right. Hopefully that hasn't affected things. I was recording the wrong thing. I really hope that hasn't affected things. But this is the tier list here. So as you can see, 12 songs, because there are 12 months in the year, in case you didn't know. In terms of the order, I should hopefully be able to remember what the order is. I wish it was in the right order. I think January, February, March. No, it did. March. No, February would have been Dance Floor. February's definitely Dance Floor. And then Spaced, I think. Traveling. I don't know. This is making me confused. I'm worried I have to do the whole thing again. Priority. Oh no, it's Flowing Convo. Then it's Priority. Can I quickly change this? Yes, that's better. Right. Hopefully you can still see this and the recording hasn't messed up in some magical, horrible way. So my 12 songs, I'm going to say a lot. There's a lot of songs here that have definitely had a lot more effort put into them than some, and there are some songs that definitely I needed. Like, I needed to release my upset and whatever else. So where will we start? We start with the very first song of the year, and that is Pressure on Me. Now, I feel like this song has kind of been swept under the rug. I feel like a lot of people have not really heard this one, or they don't really care about it. I mean, like, to me, it actually feels like I made this song many, many years ago. It seems like such an old song now. It was just at the time of making this, it was a lot of stress and with different things in work and other sorts like that, and I just had a lot of pressure on me, and that's where this song came from. I would say, though, in terms of the songs of the year, it's definitely one of the more forgettable ones. I mean, I like it, but I don't think it can go that high. I think it's fine as it is. It's like, if you haven't heard it, it goes like, pressure on me, you put the pressure on me, or yeah. Then we've got Dance Floor. So this was the song for February, and this was made significant. It was made because I was my friend's wedding, and I had this, like, when I'm at a wedding, I'm on the dance floor constantly. Like, I love to be on the dance floor. So I'm basically like, save me from the dance floor. Da 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 da. And I remember this song being released whilst I was in Amsterdam, and that was quite an experience. But yeah, I feel like this is one of the weaker songs of the year. I think style wise, I think it looks really nice. Like the thumbnail, like that thumbnail to me is quite nice. I will put it above Pressure on Me, but probably still the same area. I don't think it's worthy of being up the top. I might put this one. Now, this one wasn't actually made this year, so this is March's song, and I guess I wasn't really making songs at this point. Like, this song I made quite a few years ago, and it's very similar to Beat. It's just a tune. It's just I'm not singing at all. I'm not anything. I will put it in D. It's just what it is. It's just a pass the time song. It's just a I don't know how to put it. Just not a throwaway song, but fill the space song. Just a whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's a bad song as such. I just, in terms of ranking, it is not really a song as such. It's a tune, it's a beat, it's a whatever. Now we've got Travelling, and I made this because I was getting very stressed out with how to get around. Where I'm moving to, I actually don't, well, I will have to still figure out some modes of transport at times, but in terms of getting like a train or whatever it is, it's not too far from me. I can easily get it. So it's not as stressful now. But at the time, I was more or less trapped in the house around this time, and I felt, well, not trapped in the house, but I had to rely on different modes of transport, and it was a very stressful time, and I did not enjoy it. I actually rate this one quite a lot. Vocally, I feel like it was one I was really, really going for. It was like, travelling, and just going full throttle with it. And it was like, and then I changed it up, and it was like, travel. I do quite like this song. Again though, I don't know if I can put it up the top. Yeah. Then we've got Outsider for April. This song, I don't know. It's basically just talking about me. These songs are about me, and how I feel with a lot of different social circumstances. I always feel like the outsider. I feel like what's the word? The odd one out. The doesn't quite fit in. Doesn't get what's going on. Whatever. I am the outsider. Oh, why is it when I record I get really itchy? Yeah, so it's plain and simple. It was Outsider, and it's one of only 2 songs of the year where I actually went out into the wild and made a music video. I do miss doing those, but it's really not the easiest thing to do. And where I'm going to be living now, I would definitely not be able to do that anymore. I mean, if I did, I might get arrested, so for trespassing or whatever. I don't actually know where I'd put this, because is it better than Dance Floor? Is it better than Pressure on Me? Maybe it's like Outsider. I think I wouldn't say the music video is particularly good. I think the music video is fine. It does what it is. I think I put it there. Yeah, I think that's all right. It's definitely still not one of the best songs of the year. Now, my song for May is one of my favourite songs I've made of the year, but I feel like in terms of my big songs of the year, this one is definitely not loved as much. It feels like this one is forgotten about, but it was very poignant to points. Like, whenever I've been talking to people or talking to someone, it's like I would get one word replies, or I wouldn't get any replies, and it's just like I just want a flowing convo. I just want to talk to somebody. I just want to constantly speak, and that still like is today. Like I still want to just talk to people and have a flowing convo. And this song I had a lot of fun with. It was very rocky. It was very like fun to make. I just feel like, I don't know, the production of it, the sound quality wasn't particularly great, so maybe that put off people, because you definitely had to crank the volume up, which seems to be the case with a lot of my songs. I don't know what the problem is. It's very frustrating, but I genuinely do really like this song. I mean, even the thumbnail is kind of fun. I feel. And personally, it's my song. I can choose where it goes. It's going in S. I feel like it deserves a little bit more recognition, because, and it wasn't even just like, oh, the audio or the making of it. I put a lot of it into the video. Like, it might be cheesy, it might be weird, but I had to do a lot of different assets. I had to have the whole crowd jumping. I had to have me, 3 different characters dressed up, playing guitar, playing keyboard, playing drums, or whatever else. It took a lot of effort, and I do really like it. It's like, can I even remember how it goes? Oh yeah, the intro. Like, even today I say it in my head. It's like, I say too much, say too little. It's all about the middle. You know, it's like, I do really enjoy the song. It's just, yeah. And now we get Priority. So this is June's song, my birthday month. Hey, I don't know what to make of Priority. Priority surprises me, I guess, because I'm out and I'm making a music video, but I do not particularly like this song. But I don't know. I do like it. Like, it's my song. I'm happy I've made a song about it, but it's not one of my favorites, and I feel the fact that it got as much attention as it did, and the fact that I've heard other people out with YouTube talk about it or like it, is just like bizarre to me. But I guess it can speak to a lot of, well, saying like I'm some sort of inspiration, I guess maybe the wording of it can speak to a lot of people, where it's like, you need to be the priority. Like, it's about you, it's about your health, it's about how you feel and whatever else, stuff like that. So I guess maybe there's some factor in that. But I remember I won't go into detail where and how I wrote this song, but I do remember writing it a couple of years ago, maybe about a year or two ago, and obviously I made it now, but it's quite an older song I have written, but it's just been like a couple of different situations I've been in where I feel I've been getting quite stressed out, and I feel like I need to be the priority. Like, here, like, I need to do stuff to make myself get better. Yeah. I in terms of song production, though, it may not be my favorite, but I don't think it's that bad. Like, it's listenable. It's not like it's gonna whatever. Do I prefer? Yeah, I think I'll be fair to whatever. I think it goes up there. We have yet to have any in C. I mean, it's my list. It's my choice. Like, personally, I'd probably put that there, but I feel like I have to be a little bit more positive about it. It's not too bad a song. Now, these last 5, probably my favourite 5 of the year. These ones are like, I do really like Travelling, I do really like Flowing Convo, but these songs, wow. Not big on myself, but I guess from this point onwards, I was just getting a lot of different mega feelings, and I just felt like I needed to get songs made. I mean, I was writing a lot more songs than this, but these are what the songs I've chose to release for now. Listen, though, 100% is my best song of the year, I think. I don't know how, and I don't know why it came to what it was, but I just went at the keyboard, played it, and then just this came out of here, and it was like, so I was writing it on the spot. I was like going for it on the spot, and it was just like, I've not really done that before. I think I've maybe done it once or twice before in the past, a long time ago, but this was just like, yes, and it's just, and I love the production of it. I love the way the videos come out. It's like do 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 listen, listen, listen to me. Do you hear what I say? Etc. etc. Yeah, I really love it, and it's like it's a very long song. Don't get me wrong, but it needed to be because I needed to say a lot and get it all out and whatever else. And in terms of long songs, there's songs way longer than that out there. Yeah. And then we have Overthink, which is very poignant to me because I overthink a lot of the time. I don't think there's a day that goes by where I don't overthink something. It's like I could literally, I don't know, look out the window and be like, oh, it's raining. I'm overthinking this, that the rain is going to completely soak through my window or something. I mean, that's a stupid, but it's like that. There'll be little things that I'll be like, oh no. It's like, I don't know, like in the past it was definitely like making videos or whatever else. I feel like, oh, I've got to prioritize stuff and get this done and do that and do this and do this. But Overthink is a very, 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 very poignant song to me, especially in recent times. And again, I feel it's kind of similar to Flowing Convo, where it kind of just got swept under the rug. Maybe it's the thumbnail. Maybe the thumbnail is a little bit. I did quite like it though. It's like, why is it so hard to be happy? Because that's great. I forgot. Why is it so hard to be happy? Because everything I see brings me anxiety. Question my life of the way things could have been, or at first. Overthinking. I mean, you need to hear it, I think, to understand it. I probably put it maybe about those two. I feel like those two are kind of interchangeable. Yeah. I do. The one thing I don't like about this song is the music video. I had in my head something a little bit more creative than that. Like, I had me sat in my head and just loads of like massive just mental thoughts coming out of my head, and I had that in it. But it's like there's only so much I can do. Like, I'm not an artist by any means, so there's only so much I can do. Now the last three, okay, so one of the first years where I don't have more than one fruit song. I think most, like last year it was Pomegranate, and I think Lychee last year as well, and then before that it was that Cherry, and no, Cherry was quite a few years ago. But it's I more or less have had two fruit songs a year, whereas this year I've only had one. And this song, well, I say this song didn't exist, but when I played the music for this song didn't exist. I was having a complete and utter mental breakdown when I wrote this song. Like, I'd gone to my keyboard, I was very upset, and I was literally slamming the keys. I was like bang, 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 bang. I was like really upset and distressed. And then I thought in my head, it was like, why am I upset? Why am I unhappy just now? Because I'm alone. Because I feel very, very alone. And then I thought, a song I've always wanted to write, a fruit I've always wanted to write a song about is grapes. I mean, I feel like grapes is kind of overdone. I feel like there's quite a few grape songs out there. It's same with bananas. Like, maybe sometime I'll have a song about bananas, but everybody writes songs about bananas. But grape was there, and it's like, it's kind of similar to apples or something, where I think when I was thinking about apples, so apples is based around racism and exclusion, whatever else. So that was a topic I had, and then I thought apples. And you know what? Apples have a lot of different colours, and that kind of contributes to like a lot of different races and all sorts. So I put the two together. Same as this, where it's like loneliness. Oh, camera stopped. So it's like with this, it's loneliness, grapes. Now you think, but yeah, quite often you'll eat all the grapes and then there'll be like one left. Loneliness. You used to be a bunch, so you used to have a lot of you, now there's only one. So I feel like it just fitted. They just needed to be together. And I'm relatively happy with the way it's turned out, except that I had quite a few versions, like re-attempts at it, because I just was not getting happy with the way I sounded. So, like, I think the version I ended up with was fine, but I don't think I was vocally amazing by any means. I sound not particularly great on this. But that's the problem with this, is like when I record on this, it sounds so much better than it is, and then you go to saving it, and you save it in a program, and it just goes bzz, it just sounds ugh. So the version that it is currently is one of the best versions I had, but it's definitely not a great version, if that makes sense. It's kind of similar to Orange, where I didn't run out of time, but my system thing wasn't working at the time, so I only had one version of it to upload, and that's what the result is today. It's like that, where I was running out of time, my voice was not in its best state, and I ended up with this. But still, last grape on a stem, last grape on the stem. I really like it. I don't think it's there. It is top of this. It's again, I feel maybe it's a little bit underrated, but I think it's growing a wee bit. It's good. It's good for what it is. Now the last two. Ooh, I'm a bit worried to talk about the next one. Now the next one, this, out of all the songs of the year, this one took the most out of me. This, so I think I've written this around about August or something. Maybe even, was it a little bit later? But I put a lot into this. So this is a song about, like, when you have connections to people, like, so friends, family, colleagues, I don't know, just anybody. And it just, I gave it all my vocal ability. And the version I do have is definitely the version I was most happy with. Like, I think vocally that's the best I did. Maybe I didn't nail a whole lot of notes, but I was very happy with the way it turned out. And the video wise as well, I think the video's okay. I think the video makes the point of whatever. I would definitely put this up here. It's a very, very, very emotional song for me. It was very, very hard to sing most of the time. Sometimes, depending on the mood I was in, I would be singing this and I'd be like, "Our similarities mean so much to me," or whatever. Or other times I would be in tears singing it, but like, "Similarities mean so much to me." It was just like, it was a comfort song and a really sad song at the same time. Yeah. And then finally, this song, Stuck. Now, the thumbnail I've got for this just now is probably most definitely not the thumbnail I'll be using. I'm just recording this a little bit earlier because, as you know, I will not be in this location for much longer. But how do I describe this? Also, how on earth am I only at 24 minutes? There's no way. So, Stuck to me was one of these songs I was writing when I was writing a lot of different songs. And to me it was a throwaway song. Like, I didn't have a whole lot of hope in it. But I have done a little bit of work on it, and I'm very, very happy with the way it's turned out. It's quite a short song, but it's kind of worked out to be quite a good length of a song, I'd say. To begin with, so where it's like, "Stuck in a box, surrounded by locks, try to get away, but it don't feel safe." I had that repeat that again, but then I decided, no, it needs to be changed up, and it's like, "Try to find the key, but it won't open for me. Try to escape, but every day is the same." Yeah. And then my most favourite part of the song is definitely when it's like, "Just stuck in a box, surrounded by locks. Don't feel that good, don't feel that safe. It's like being hit by a massive wave." That's my favourite bit, because to begin with, I had the song finishing at that point. So it was like, "Just stuck in a box, surrounded by locks. Yes, we're stuck in a box. There's no safe space, whatever, and that was it. That was the end. But instead, I changed it up, and I did that, and then I came in again, and it was like, um, so stuck in a box, there is no escape, there is no more safe space, no happy place when you're stuck in. I just became very happy with the way it turned out. I feel like it's the most surprising song to me of the year. It's the song that, like, maybe I had the least amount of. Well, I say that for now, but definitely next year there's a lot of songs I do not have a hope in, because of the time scale I've had, and I've just been like, eh. But yeah, definitely Stuck deserves to be up here too. Um, yeah, I think that's about right. You'll look at this and you'll be like, oh, you're very cocky about yourself. Maybe, but like, when I feel like I've genuinely done a good job with the songs, I feel like this is, I have to rate them fairly. Like, I have to be like, I'm happy with the way these songs turned out. Um, would I say this is one of my strongest years? No, I do not believe for a second this is one of my strongest years. I think my strongest year was when I had Who I Am come out. Or is it Who Am I? I can't even remember my own song. It's when I had that come out. I had Always in the Wrong come out. I had Pushing Me. I think Distance was the year after. But I had just a whole string of of songs that I found good at the time. But yeah, this is the tier list for this year. Will I do this again next year? I don't know, because most likely I will not have 12 songs out next year. Will I do this for previous years? I don't think so either. But do you agree? If you've listened to my songs, is this your tier list, or do you have anything you would change? And there's obviously nothing in C, but yeah. So taking from this, most of my songs are either the best songs I've ever made, or they are very average. Yeah, I've but genuinely. So, would I say Listen is my favorite? Like, right. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe I'll change. Like, so I'm maybe just gonna change the whole list here. So my favorite is, so we put them in order of, like, the order it is just now. Is this the order I would have of being my favorite? I don't think so. I really don't think so. My order would be, Priority would go down for sure. Priority would be there. Priority's like my second least favorite song of the year. That'd be Outsider. Probably Dance Floor. And then Grape on the Stem goes above that, yeah. Yeah, I think that's like the right order for me. Listen, just because of how different it was, I guess. Similarities because of how powerful I felt, how emotional it felt to me, or whatever else. Stuck because of how surprising it is. Grape on the Stem because it didn't exist, then just bang, just inspiration, it just came. Flowing Convo because of how significant it is, how fitting it is. Traveling for how vocally challenging vocally I went with it, or whatever else. Overthink for how fitting it is for me. Pressure on Me. I don't know. The rest, I wouldn't really say there's too much behind. It's just that was made for the wedding. This was made because I had a lot of pressure on me. Outsider, just because I was feeling. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this. And until next time, on whatever I play, goodbye.